The Lord of Darkness has arrived. Hey, what up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Rise of Mordor action along with the Galadriel Elves mod, which Sauron is now a part of, along with obviously the Galadriel Elves. So the guy who has made that mod of the Galadriel Elves has also managed to go ahead and add in Sauron, as you guys can see right now, into the actual game, and it's amazing to see him in all his glory taking the battlefield, ready to lead this army of Uruk-hai, Harad soldiers and Easterlings into battle against an army of Gondorians, of elves and of dwarves. So up against us we have men, elves and dwarves. It's going to be truly epic. We're on kind of slow speed at the moment, but we'll obviously speed up when we do get into the actual battle. And this is amazing. To actually see Sauron in the game is just so epic, and I can't wait to see if he decides to add anyone else in, because I have talked to him and he did mention that he might be adding in Aragorn as well, which would be awesome to actually be able to use Aragorn leading, you know, an army of Gondorians up against an Easterling horde or against the Uruk-hai. Would be so goddamn great, and I really hope he does. Like, we can actually pit Aragorn and Sauron against each other and see who would come out on top. Like, obviously Sauron probably would, but still it'd be amazing to see that just on Total War and just kind of, you know, really just sit back and enjoy it. As well as that, I'm not sure how Sauron actually performs on the battlefield. Now, because this is the first time he's actually managed to get Sauron into the game, I doubt he's going to be able to just send people flying with his weapon and stuff like that, you know, like you would expect Sauron to do. However, I do, maybe if you guys go ahead and just drop loads of love on the mod itself, the guy might start working towards actually getting Sauron to act more like, you know, this demigod than just a normal soldier. But I think at the moment, because this is the first time I'm playing with it, so I don't actually know, but I'm going to assume that Sauron's just going to go ahead and act like a normal enlarged soldier, you know, kind of getting locked combat and stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to be expecting too much crazy stuff to happen as this peasant just runs through the Uruk-hai lines like, you know, they're not Uruk-hai. Yeah, look at what peasants run. What the hell? The Uruk-hai, they should be running from the Uruk-hai, not running away from the army of elves and men. But again, also on that point as well, how epic is it that we're getting, you know, an army of Gondorian soldiers? Look at the sun just gleam off of their weapons and armor. Like, that's so awesome. But these guys are supported by elves and dwarves. Like, this is the first time we've had elves, dwarves and men all fight together against the greater evil. They've come together to fight the armies of Sauron and Sauron. It's awesome. It really is. Like, look at the dwarves just advanced. They've got elves at their front. The men of Gondor have pushed up, and I think we're ready to get this battle started. So this battle does have around about 10,000 soldiers in. Yeah, oh no, 11,000 soldiers in, ready to fight and die for our entertainment today. It should hopefully be really good. I'm excited for it. So let's go ahead and click play and watch. So by the looks of it, the Gondorian soldiers are going to be the first ones up. I'm also actually going to fall back Sauron just a little bit, because I don't want him to be the first dude to get involved. I want him to kind of come in and just start sending people flying. So I think the main line is going to clash on this far right side first, so we'll go ahead and just get a nice little glimpse down the actual battle line as the Uruk-hai are ready to receive them. Hold firm, your lord is here, as the Gondorian spearmen come flying in first. They're going to be charging in, soon followed by the rest of the Gondorian army very quickly. Now, I think the Gondorian spearmen are my personal favorite unit in this in the game itself. I love them. They're so iconic from the movie, and I think they're really great. Also, I should mention, obviously, we have Easterlings back here as well. We have the dragon skin Easterlings, which again just super nicely done, really high textures. And then we also have the Harad as well, which are kind of just a weaker unit. So all the units I'm using are very much just kind of like, you know, tester units almost. So these rosters will hopefully be full of different units as we go forward. Obviously, this is a pre-alpha build of Rise of Mordor. The Gondor and Dale are pretty much done, but all the evil factions are nowhere near done. They still have a lot more units to add. Because I've seen quite a few people complain about the size of the shields of the Uruk-hai, and I think that's mainly going to be addressed, you know, when in the full roster of the Uruk-hai. Like, these could just be kind of like faster moving Uruk-hai who need to be able to get around the battlefield and you know, kind of just jump into the battle. Whereas, say, the more elite Uruk-hai can have much larger shields, you know, but obviously going to be much slower moving. Sauron, mate, the battle is the other side. So let's go ahead and get him in. I want to see him involving. Now, I'm expecting him literally just to match up like any of these soldiers do as he runs in. It looks like he's trying to hold a shield as well. So Sauron, the Deceiver, has now engaged. So yeah, he's actually going to be really strong. Oh, look at him! He's just destroying people. So yeah, by the looks of it, he's going to pretty much one-hit everyone he comes up against. Oh my god, he just decapitated that dude. The men of Gondor are fighting hard. They're going to be supported by the elves, and the dwarves are now turning up as well. So we have men, elves, and dwarves all fighting. This is so awesome. I fucking love Lord of the Rings so much. It's just truly epic. Look, he's got elves surrounding him. He has men surrounding him. Now, we're getting a bit of lag. Obviously, we have 11,000 people fighting, trying to kill Sauron as best as I can. I really hope he has a lot of HP as well. I really do not want him to die anytime soon. We're actually going to pop his ability just to keep on slaying fools. And I guess we'll advance the rest of our battle line, right? So let's go slow-mo and tell the rest of our dragon skins to get involved in this. Because we need to make sure that Sauron is obviously not by himself. We need to obviously have as many men with him to help him out and fight hard. So let's send in all of these guys to reinforce, because the Uruk-hai line does look like it's dwindling a little bit. I mean, because I don't know how balanced this is, obviously, so we might actually end up just getting, you know, slaughtered here. But we're obviously going to use this flank to our advantage, bring around all of these guys around here. The pikemen can come as well. Sauron the tactician going in right here. We're sending the Harad soldiers as well. So this is just going to be a massive cluster right now. We have elves, dwarves, men, and then obviously we have the Harad, the Easterlings, all coming around. And we'll tell these guys to charge after that. So let's go ahead and find Sauron again, as he's got his Easterlings helping him out when he's fighting against the men of Gondor. The dwarfs are making their way to the front line. Wow, that is just so epic, having their dwarfs and men of Gondor surrounding him as more soldiers come flying in. That is just truly, truly great. I know I keep on, you know, harping on the fact of how epic it is, but it really is. Like, look at that. Look at that screen right now. And this is what we're going to be seeing, you know, in the full release of Rise of Mordor, when the elves have proper rosters and the dwarves have proper rosters, and, you know, all the evil factions. Like, I'm really excited to see the goddamn orcs. You know, we have never really seen orcs in any of these later games. In Rome 2 and in Attila, it's always been just, you know, oh, look at that. It's always just been like men of Gondor and stuff like that, because obviously that's the easiest things to mod. But I'm so pumped to see orcs actually in the game and how they actually manage to make them work. Because I think they can manage to get black blood as well. So you won't just see orcs just spraying red blood. It'll be black and it'll be so awesome. So the Easterlings are supporting Sauron. The rest of the Uruk-hai are kind of holding firm now in their shield wall. The rest of the dragon skins have managed to make it in. Now, again, I really don't know if Sauron's just going to die or if he's going to be just chilling, you know, because he has so much HP. I hope he does have a lot of, like, you know, he can take a lot of hits. And as we just go down this epic battle line. So if you guys want to see more of this, do let me know. I'm not sure if I said in the intro, but I'm pretty sure the modder has said he's going to try and get Aragorn. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I did say he's going to try and get Aragorn into the game. So we could do some really epic battles with Aragorn leading forces against the Uruk-hai. And then hopefully if they ever manage to get, when they get the orcs in, we can have some really cool orc battles. Because that's going to be so awesome seeing the orcs. I mean, the Uruk-hai look awesome. And this is only a few units of the Uruk-hai as well. I really want to see the rest of the Uruk-hai roster. Maybe if we get wargs and stuff like that, would be sick. And also if they manage to start getting better maps as well, you know, having like a Helm's Deep map, a Minas Tirith would just be truly awesome. Oh, the men of Gondor fighting hard against the dragon skins. The pikemen are starting to clash in now from the Uruk pikemen. Men of Gondor are definitely holding firm though. These spear walls are doing great, but the dragon skins are really powerful units and they're going to be pushing on. But obviously remember, the enemy have so many numbers. We're at the dwarven units as well, as the rest of our Uruk-hai just come flying in now. We'll go ahead and just send these guys in, just charging them in to help out. We need all the help we can get. Our line is obviously very, very thin. If we look at the balance of power, we can see that we've actually almost killed 1,600 and we've lost almost 1,000. Sauron is still fighting hard though, which is great to see. I'm going to keep on buffing him up and we'll go back and watch you, because obviously this battle is all about Sauron right now. That's the dude we want to be seeing as he just continues. The Lord of Darkness has died! No! Sauron, no! Hold firm, you will be avenged, my good sir. So by the looks of it, unfortunately, he has been killed on the battlefield. But I think this video did kind of prove his worth. So from going forward, I know now that Sauron is obviously very much a fragile general, much like any of the other generals. He can obviously take a bit of hit, quite a few hits, but I think overall, Sauron, you know, is just like any other general almost in the game. And hopefully, you know, that does get changed as we go forward and, you know, he gets kind of made into more of like a demigod type figure, which would be awesome. Maybe like a version of him with the ring as well would be so sick. So I don't think, obviously he hasn't been slain, he's just had his ring cut off and it's on the floor right now as the rest of the soldiers fight. But I think we can still enjoy this. I kind of wish he did survive a little bit longer, because obviously the video is very much titled around Sauron, but that's fine. You know, he did get killed. I can't believe he got slain. Hopefully our soldiers can hold firm now as the elves and dwarves and men all fight. They turn their back, they're getting surrounded by the Uruk pikemen. But we still get to see the men and the elves and the dwarves fight together, holding firm against the forces of darkness. Yeah, the dwarves are rallying over here. That's awesome. As they come flying in to help the men of Gondor, the rest of the soldiers, the main line is still holding firm, but still that's a pretty dangerous formation as more of the men of Gondor just come flying in, cutting down these Uruk pikemen. The dwarves are in obviously hot pursuit as well. Yeah, the dwarves are making their way to the front now. Where are these dwarves going? Yeah, there we go. Now they're coming in to help out the men of Gondor. Yeah, these pikemen have kind of almost been surrounded on every flank as we continue to push down. I love this. I can't wait for the next update of Rise of Mordor. I really am excited to see what they're going to add in. And obviously they're ambitious as well. They want to add in trolls and they want to add in Mumakil and stuff like that in Rise of Mordor, which is great. So at the moment, you guys can actually play the Galadriel Elves mod, which adds in the Galadriel Elves, obviously, and Sauron. So you guys can play as that and have like Sauron versus the Galadriel Elves. But going forward, hopefully they're going to add in more units, which would be great as we just send more soldiers into the fight. But if they can get the High Elves in and Aragorn, that would be amazing. Especially, you know, for me, because I obviously have access to Rise of Mordor. That would be really great. The dwarves fighting alongside the men of Gondor. I still can't believe Sauron died. That is so funny. Obviously, you know, this mod is very much a work in progress as well. The amount of dead bodies lying here as well is pretty brutal. As we just a glimpse down this battle line, I feel like that's something Attila does pretty well. Like, look at that battle line right there. That is pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. As we have some wolves in the background. The young wolf is here. Robb Stark has turned up. That'd be hilarious to see. But yeah, I think this is something Attila does really well. Just look at this vast battle line. That's pretty intense right now, and I'm really excited for the next historical Total War to be able to kind of create something just on a huge scale, and hopefully it's going to be really moddable as well, like, because obviously we can get Lord of the Rings mods and stuff like that forward, so we should definitely be pushing forward. The elves and the men over here are holding. And if you guys want to see some more interesting battles as well, do let me know, because now that there's a lot of factions, or at least a few more factions with the elves in, we can actually have like some really interesting online battles where we can have maybe like 2 Uruk players and then an elf, a dwarf, and a human player, and like maybe we can surround one of the enemy players, and then we can have reinforcements turn up and stuff like that. Would be great. I think that'd be a lot of fun. The Axemen are coming in for Gondor, surrounding these guys. I can't believe Sauron died. That is such a shame, but we'll continue on the battle because it's still going to be a really fun battle. Obviously, we have to fight in his honor. And obviously, Sauron didn't really die, you know. He's just been, obviously, his physical form has been destroyed. He's retreated back to the Eye, and he's overwatching this battle right now. We just need to advance everyone else into battle against these guys, against our foes. Oh my god, this one-year spearman has been completely just enveloped right now by our forces on this flank. Holy crap. Go kill them elves. Oh, the two-handed elven swords are coming flying in now. That's amazing. Just coming, slashing down the back of these Uruk as they turn around ready to deal with these guys. The animations for these two-handed swordsmen are really clean. Like, the way they just slice down and then, like, cut off heads and, like, cut through the armor and stuff is really, really nice. Like, I was impressed with how nice that was, or how clean it was. Hopefully we'll get to see some of the elves are running. Cowards. Cool, let's go ahead and continue just to clash in on this flank. We need to go and save them pikemen. That is for sure. Come in, help the pikemen out. The main line is still holding. We obviously have to avenge our lord, our Dark Lord. Even though he hasn't really died, but you know, we still need to go help him out. Let's send some units around the flank. These guys can come around here and help out. We'll send these guys right around this flank and then charge him there, because our main center does look like it's about to rout. We can still win this battle, don't you guys worry. The dwarfs are fighting alongside them, man. I just love that. I just love the way we have all these different races fighting. And again, even more, I can't wait until we get bigger rosters as well. I think that'd be so great when we actually have full rosters of the dwarves. Like, imagine having having dragon slayers and the guards of Khazak Doom and stuff like that in this. An Iron Guard. And like the dwarfs of the Iron Hills. Because obviously these are the dwarfs of Erebor right now fighting in this battle. So I'd love to see the dwarfs of the Iron Hills as well. Maybe even getting to see Dane involved in this battle, as these Gondor soldiers are getting torn apart right now by the dragon skins, the Easterlings. Dwarfs, men, and elves are all getting smashed to pieces. We actually get to see all three of them there fighting. That's so brutal. I'm still going back to it. I know I've said it a few times. I still can't believe Sauron died. The whole point of this video was just to see Sauron destroy everything and he just gets slain on the battlefield. I guess it's hard because most general units normally have an entire unit with them, like 150 men to protect them. So he kind of doesn't take all the hits. But because Sauron is just like surrounded, all the swords are going to hit him. So I guess in the game he does go down. But hopefully going forward they will make it so that he's much less likely to die. Because I do want him to be stuck in battle for a long time, and I'm sure there are ways to do that pretty nicely. Just continue to bring around soldiers. We want to go ahead and clean up this battle as best we can. Keep on sending these guys around here. We'll send the pikemen to go help out. So the nice thing is we have some soldiers here. We haven't actually killed any of the enemy generals yet either. Let's continue to push around, boys. Come on, let's go. We need to keep on putting the pressure on the enemy front lines. Our center's going to break, I think, very, very soon. But everyone else should be absolutely fine. So get you guys there and then charge in. We'll go ahead and queue up some attacks. The nice thing is here, if you select up an attack and then press shift, they'll kind of queue up the attacks. Which is exactly, so these Uruk are going to form up first, and then they're going to charge in against the elves and the men of Gondor. So they're going to form up first and then come flying in. We have a nice little duel over here as well. Hopefully this Gondor soldier dies before the duel happens. Come on, boys, form up. You're ready. Let's go. As the Uruk come flying in the side of the men of Gondor, the basic Gondor infantry. Well, I say basic, the main army from the Gondor swordsmen. The Uruk at the back are cheering hard as well as we continue to go down this battle line. I mean, look at the dead bodies as well, just queuing up right there. Yeah, we're still fighting really heavily here, like really heavily, but we are crushing this right flank really nicely. I think we've got this battle in the bag. Even though Sauron has been slain, I think we've got this pretty nicely. So let's continue just to queue up these attacks. Tell everyone to get stuck in these engagements. The enemy generals are still all alive though, I think. I'm pretty sure all the enemy generals are still there. We have, who's this? We have the Citadel Guards. We have the Gondorian general right here somewhere in the battlefield. He's somewhere in the Citadel Guard unit, which you can see right there. These guys with the really nice looking armor and shields. Then the Elven general is still alive or not? Or the Dwarven general? Because I don't think there is an Elven general right now. So yeah, I think the Dwarven general has maybe been killed. Oh no, the Dwarven general is right back here as well in this unit. So these guys are going to be completely surrounded as soon as we get another perfect charge in on these lines as these soldiers come flying in the back of the Gondor soldiers. The dwarfs are in the back though. These dragon skins are somewhat surrounded with the Uruk-hai, but again, the dragon skins will hopefully lift that up and open up a channel for them to get out. The Citadel Guard fighting alongside the dwarfs. The dwarfs just get cut down. The men of Gondor just come flying in there as he gets pushed back. The elves are now coming in as well. Absolutely spectacular. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle, and just make sure to drop a like and a comment if you did enjoy. Likes are an amazing way to show me that you guys want to see more of this, and it's also a really good way to help out the channel. You know, if you did enjoy the video and you want to help out, if you drop a like, you know, the more likes we get on these videos, the more likely they are to get out there to more people. And that obviously really, really does help out the channel. The more people who watch these videos, the more people who are more likely to stick around and continue watching these videos. So I do really, really appreciate all the support, and you guys have been amazing at it recently. So much growth on the channel, which is so awesome. So nice, we killed one of the enemy generals. That's probably the Citadel Guard general, I would assume. The Dwarven general was probably still there, sturdy, holding firm. How sick would it be if they managed to get Legolas in, Aragorn, Gimli, the entire Fellowship, Boromir? Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see Aragorn fighting. You know, just a two-handed beast with Narsil just fighting. And I'd love to see a Helm's Deep map, because we could pretty much do a battle of Helm's Deep right now. We have Uruk-hai. We don't have like Uruk-hai crossbows or anything like that. But we have you know, we don't have Rohan either, which is kind of a shame. But we could kind of just make Gondor militia or something hold the firm. Like, I really wish someone would make a Helm's Deep, because that would be so sick. Like, we could really do an amazing battle. Cool, let's go ahead and close off this. The men of Gondor have no escape now. Sauron has been victorious, even though he's been technically slain on the battlefield. He obviously cannot die whilst the ring still remains. And there we go. The rest of the men are running from the battlefield. Cowards, there's no escape. You shall all perish. Wait, he's still alive. He's still fighting. No one. Is there no one left? Oh, this one unit over here of what? Galadian swords are just like, yeah, we're still alive. We're just not going to rout. Yeah, you guys are going to rout very soon. Before they probably even get into combat, I think these guys are going to rout, as the rest of the men are fleeing already. The Uruk-hai coming clashing in, and these guys should rout almost immediately. No, these guys are fighting. Wow. I did not expect these guys to still hold firm. The entire army has been killed. Also, if we look at the dead bodies as well, that is just truly, look at that. The glimmering of all the shields and stuff in the sun. The amount of dead bodies in this battle are crazy. And I really hope they follow this forward in the next historical Total War, because I think that'd be great to see. Just lots more blood and gore. So just to end the battle, I really want to see the kills. So Sauron only killed 9 people. You know, that's a shame. I really hope going forward that they do make it so that he's kind of more like a demigod, and he can just kind of kill like multiple people. Like, whenever he hits, it's like an impact of the catapult coming in, because I think that'd be epic. But it was really cool to see him involved as a general. I think whenever I use him next time, I'm going to be a lot more kind of conservative with him. Throw him in, retreat him out, throw him in, you know, when he has a lot of support. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And hopefully, obviously, as I mentioned as well, this is the first time Sauron has been in the game, so it's going to obviously take a little while to fine tune him and stuff. We look at the kills of our soldiers. Our Uruk-hai did great, and our dragon skins did amazing. The Gondorians didn't do that great. Some of the swordsmen getting 150 kills though, which is not bad. And the elves and the dwarfs doing pretty okay as well. Pretty average if you ask me. So overall, a really fun battle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a comment. And I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.